You know, the old saying, states are the laboratories of democracy, I think fits well into this context. Throughout states, we have the way to localize strategies that make a difference, a unique difference in our jurisdictions. We have the ability to try new efforts that will make a real difference for kids and families, test them out, and then figure out ways that we can take them to scale with neighboring states. It's difficult for the federal government to establish new programs, find the funding, make it through the national political process in a way that can roll out programs. It really hasn't happened much at all since the war on poverty in the 60s, other than a few exclusive areas. In states, we have a smaller, more localized effort that we can get our hands around resources, come up with unique strategies, and implement them in our communities in meaningful ways. Well, we've had a great ride over the last 7.5 years under the leadership of Governor John Hickenlooper. But really, our work in Colorado has been based upon listening to kids and families that we serve. Hearing their experiences and where they encounter challenges with our systems, whether those challenges are bureaucracy that we inadvertently put in place, or gaps in not providing them the supports and services that they need in the way that they need it. We've taken efforts to reform our child support system so that we can do a better job of using that system to engage parents, whether they live in the home or outside of the home, whether they need to pay child support or receive child support, in new ways. Trying to lift up both households and thus lifting up kids by getting non-custodial parents a job, help them with housing, help them with other supports to get their lives in order to be in the best situation to pay child support. We've listened to parents about, if you want me to work, help me find a good paying job, not just any job, and help me with childcare, and not just somebody to babysit my kid, but let's invest in high quality childcare for those youngsters. Today, we started out around 20% of kids in our child care assistance program going to high quality childcare. Today we're at 60%, and our numbers continue to rise as we develop strategies based upon the feedback we hear from parents about what they want for themselves and for their children. Plus 2Gen shouldn't be a new thing. It shouldn't be a Hickenlooper Bicha policy. In Colorado, 2Gen is about a framework of how we think about doing the work that we need to do for Coloradans every day. We've worked really hard to partner with local governments, with nonprofit organizations, faith-based organizations, philanthropic communities, and our parents to say, how do we use 2Gen in a way that's going to move Colorado forward by every kid, every family, everywhere in our state. We think that grassroots approach not only will result in better outcomes and better services in place for more kids and families in our state, but because it's grassroots, it's something that can live on from one administration to the other as we look to pass the baton of state government on to a new governor and his or her administration.